Oh, yeah, nice.
All right, welcome. This is our fourth meeting, I believe. And yeah, we had some time away from each other, from work. Svetlana unfortunately lost her dog, her family dog recently. Sending you love, Lucy.
Yes.
And
So,
yeah, I thought we could have kind of just a quick check-in today. Thanks for making time to meet. And so we'll do a round of check-ins, just share how you're doing, how you're feeling, anything you want to share with us. And then I want to do some reflections on like what I learned, what we learned from what we did in the last process of like designing the Pilata lot, going into Pilata, having the lot be purchased from underneath us. And yeah, what did we learn from that process? And like how can we make the process different in the future? And then I just want to have a quick conversation around the next steps and new direction. And see if we can get started to apply what we were doing with Pilata onto the lot that we own in San Juanillo. So getting started with something real that we already have and ready to get moving on. How does that feel?
yeah, it's good.
All right, I'm Daniel checking in. I I locked my key in the car last night, so roadside assistance coming to help me. They'll be here soon. They have to unlock the car for me, and that's annoying. But
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Shit happens, my friend.
It does. Lots of shit. Um, I'm excited to spend some time with uh someone that's really close to me this weekend. Excited to yeah, have some time with a close friend. And yeah, I've been working a lot, kind of fleshing through some of these ideas and getting ready to move in this new direction together. So I'm grateful to be here with everybody, and that's it, complete. Whoever would like to share next, just jump in.
I'll go. Feeling grateful. I know it said, oh, we lost Fidel. Did we? I think we lost Fidel.
Let's wait for him.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Mhm.
All right.
Hi, Fidel. Welcome back.
We waited for you,
Yeah.
Fidel. We paused for you to come back. Thanks for coming back. So we'll start up again now.
Okay. So my check-in. I was at the store today, and when I came out, there was this huge black pickup truck with an open window, and in the open window there was like this chocolate color dog in the front seat, which was so cute, and like I almost wanted to come and like pet her. So a lot of sad feelings came up, and like I'm now this crazy cat lady with 3 cats, because before I thought I was just, a cool person with lots of pets and the biggest dog and the nicest dog, and now I'm stuck with 3 cats. Anyway, it was nice to see the dog and remember Lucy and everything about her, how amazing she was, and go from sadness into feeling grateful, blessed.
Yeah. Well, I can be next. For me, well, now I'm feeling like sometimes I'm gonna be honest, like empty. Sometimes I feel like I don't have like a goal for this 2024, in my opinion. But I try to feel better every day, working in my business and my things, and trying to serve and trying to visit my family, trying to talk with my parents. That's the only good thing about this new year. But I'm trying to feel better every day. Yes. My
Hi,
humble
hi.
opinion.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I promise next week I gonna have a new camera because I have trouble with this. I don't know what's happening, but I can get no video. But you can listen me, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. No, it's that I'm grateful to be here with you, with all the team. I hope we're I hope that we are that all we are happy with this process. I know that we have a lot of things to learn, recap, but this is a process. This is a process. I know all the things that are happening now with this process is for a good reason, and we are in the correct way, I think. In my case, too much trouble. Wednesday, I have had to go to Guanacaste. Thursday, I was in Santa Teresa. Saturday, I am going to go to Peninsula de Osa to get meeting with clients. So there is a lot of movement, but it's okay. It's great.
Nice. Happy to hear you're a busy man over there. Both of you guys are busy, and Fidel, thanks for sharing. I didn't know that about you, that you're going through that. It makes me feel closer to you that you opened up and share like that. I didn't know that. Yeah, so thank you for coming and thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, even though you're going through all of that. Yeah.
Always, my friend. I always try to be like a smiley guy and funny guy, but sometimes we need to be like honest, with myself, with my circle as well. But at the end, I'm going to feel good sometimes. You know that feelings are like sometimes are good, sometimes are like bad, but it's normal. So just keep moving forward, and that's it. Nothing to do.
Nice. Well said. All right, so at just a heads up, at a certain point, the person that's coming to unlock my car might call. I'll hand it over to Svetlana since she knows everything. And but I should be here for the call. So
Okay.
I thought we could just do like a quick share. I'll go first to show what I am talking about in terms of like what we learned about the last project. So for me, one thing that I learned was that yeah, I want to adjust the design process from starting the design process before we've started the purchase process. So instead of designing with our proposal to purchase, we submit a PSA or purchase sale agreement, we put money down, we start our due diligence, and in that process, we design and package the project.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just a big difference, but just a slight change in the order. So
Yeah.
that's one thing. And then the second thing is, I want to zoom out and talk about how this is really a global project. We are building sustainable villages around the world that show people what's possible for how we can live, work, and play. We're starting this process in Costa Rica, within Costa Rica in the Guanacaste region. So just two slight changes for me. The PSA, building our strategy and due diligence with the PSA, and then remembering that this is a brand. This is a global real estate brand that we are starting in Guanacaste region of Costa Rica. So those are some reflections that I have and lessons from the last couple weeks. So if someone else wants to go, you can just.
Yeah, I think Daniel, it's really important. I think that you, at the end, you are going to be a lawyer. I know, because you understand all the legal process here, or you are going to understand more in the road. But it's really important to understand how are the process to create things here. Yeah, and you understood now how we can move on with this kind of things, you know. You understand that the first thing to do is like you just tell us the PSA, you know, to purchase a sale agreement. This is going to give us time to make due diligence, to be sure, to design, to work as a team. And then once we have so many things on the road, the funds to purchase, and that's the normal way to create projects here in Costa Rica. Purchase sale agreement, time to make due diligence, to design, purchase, and move forward. That's really important to that as a team, to understand that in every project that we are going to make this kind of things, this kind of projects here in Costa Rica, this is the normal way. You guys have like a little experience working in real estate projects with Mariposa Rusa and, well, Vida Verde Wellness at the beginning. You know some things. So this is the way. This is the normal way to development projects. At the end, if we purchase and sell agreement, this due diligence time is going to tell us that the property is not in good standing. Nothing happens. You know, the down payment is going to give us back, and nothing happened. You know, just time to waste, and it's not a big deal. But for the next project, this is a normal way to work. And I think that you guys now understand how to move, how to develop this kind of real estate projects. Trust me, guys, all of you are going to be lawyers at the end of these things. I have a lot of clients that at the end they give me advice as a lawyer, you know. So yeah, you guys are really smart people, so you will understand the law here in Costa Rica at the end. Trust me.
I can go next. For me, it was interesting to see how quickly I got attached to the property and to the surrounding and the feeling of it. And then when it was like, oh, that's not where we're going, it was almost like, what do you mean? And
yeah,
not being able to apply this whole thing to a different lot, but that's what we're actually doing and working on. So like, it was interesting to see it in me. And then zooming out from the property, not being attached to it, and remembering that this is what we're building. And we're building a brand that's going to be different based on location. And I kind of got attached to a location first.
all these things are lessons for us, you know. So yes.
Esteban, would you like to share anything?
Hi. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like you guys said, like Fidel said, there is a process that we are gonna have to learn about all these um, steps to get a property, to design, to get the money for develop all the property. There is a process who and there is many steps involved in that process. But I think that the lesson we are learning now, it's better in this time
Yes.
because yeah, because it marks the way that we are gonna have to follow in the future. I think that the brand could be a huge, great idea. And why not start here in Costa Rica? And like Daniel said, um, you never know if the brand it could make work in other countries too. I don't know. It could be a good start to a huge project and a great idea, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, what I'm hearing from everyone is that we agree to build into the way we approach the acquisition of the next piece of land, that the idea that we have, the village concept, we wait to apply that to the land until after we've initiated the purchase sale agreement. And then in that purchase sale agreement, legal due diligence can do its thing. We can contribute to the due diligence process based on the strategy that we want to provide. We can ask the right questions with the to find out what the land is capable of doing and
Mhm.
source the funds and anything else that we're going to need in that time. We seem to agree on that. Svetlana said something about getting the emotional attachment to the single village first and how that was challenging for her, and then zooming back out and realizing that it's actually the blueprint of the village that can go anywhere. And in my experience of Svetlana is that she seems to be building a connection with that now. This idea that the village will have a similar experience wherever you go. Emotionally, it'll look different based on the location, but yeah, not getting attached to the individual village, and getting more attached to the idea of the brand. And yeah, we're happy that we're learning these lessons now. And like, yeah, we did know the purchase sale process before. And for some reason we didn't do it. We didn't follow that. We just got started. So here we are now.
I think, Daniel, I'm sorry. I think, well, your strategy was not correct, but at the same time was not was good, because I understand you, the strategy. I mean, you want to design, you want to like a do some job before in order to purchase the property, just to have clear some things. It's good. We can do it, both things, we can do it as you propose, but we need to purchase the sale agreement before other people do it.
Yeah.
We can do it at both ways,
Right.
it's your strategy is good. I mean, it's good. It's not bad, but we need to do something else at the same time, and it's to purchase and sale agreement before other people. But I want to tell you that your strategy is good. Don't feel bad. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I see. I agree. So yeah, for next steps, well, I just want to reiterate this idea about like I imagine when I look into the future, I'm imagining a collective of villages around the world, Costa Rica, Europe, North America, and all these villages are connected. We share ideas, we share resources, we buy and sell things from each other. And inside of one of these villages, you know, we are cultivating the essence of this new way of life. And we have like kind of similar modules that can exist in each one's, like there's places for people to do things alone. There's places for people to do things together. There's something about learning in school, community spaces. So these are like the modules, the Lego blocks that we can put in any village and anywhere in the world. So if that's like the brand, we want to get started with the lot that we have in San Juanillo. We already own that piece of land. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna pause here and hand it over to Svetlana. And Svetlana, I'm gonna go take this call and go do the car. Can you talk about the brand, and then see if you can finish by talking about getting started with San Juanillo? And I should be back, but if I'm not, I trust you.
Okay.
Everybody trusts in Lana, you know.
I don't think I'll take you as far as Daniel would, but yeah. I mean, my thing was, you know, when Daniel and I are talking about it, experience of people like me, for example. You know, I'm from a world where experience like Pachamama, I would never even consider it because of how far away from my real life it is geographically. Like, but I was always called to a place like that. So I was thinking, you know, these villages will represent something that's not as deep as Pachamama, not as far away as Pachamama from, you know, reality. But also not as empty like those luxury hotels, you know, where you would go to a hotel, you spend 5-7 days there, and it happened to me, you come back empty. You know, like you had nice time, it was this and that, nice food, nice activities, but it was spiritually empty. So for me, I feel like villages like that would kind of connect the two, where it's not as extreme as Pachamama. Again, for me it was amazing, but for some people it would be something that they can't really commit to, and not as empty as a luxury resort / hotel. To kind of put it together, and it's a place that is known for its reputation, and like there's a expectation of what this place may bring to you, like not a franchise, but you know, something that you would hear about, know about, and when you go to a place like that, you would know what to expect. And you know, it's not really talking about like the core or menu, like everything would like it would have a feeling to it, you know, just don't know how to describe it. Feeling, experience. I think that's Daniel's.
No, but I completely understand you, what you want to say. I mean, it's like a village community where you feel fully, not just there. If you return to your country, you want to feel good as well. But this is a really good purpose for this project. Totally different than others, and it's a really good idea. Totally different.
Yeah, and the whole thing of having a brand, a recognizable brand. Again, because of, for some people, again, I'm talking from my experience, like I've always been cold, but it was just so far away from me in any possible way, from the people I've been around with, you know, like from the place I lived in, is just very far away. So knowing that a place like that exists, it's safe, knowing what to expect from it, knowing that it's, you know, it's not the only one, but there are several like it. So, again, I'm speaking from my experience. I wonder where Daniel wanted me to take you guys. I think he would want me to talk about the brand and how it's, you know, kind of going from the lot to Costa Rica to expanding it to like a world global level, which is big.
Yeah, and I think that you guys have, I know that Pela is a little bit more I don't know how to say, like a, because it's not cute, but it's a little more better place than San Juanillo.
It's a
But you
happening
need to know,
place. It's happening.
yeah,
Like there are lots of things happening there.
yeah. But you need to know that San Juanillo is going to be like a pelada in a near future. You know, it's close future,
Yeah.
and you guys have a nice property with a nice measure, nice size that we can play with that as an initial village.
Yeah.
There. You know that San Juanillo has more population than Marbella, than other like a little places around here. And I think that San Juanillo is going to be in a future like a super great place for tourists and for invest. So now that you have now that property, we can start doing there, and then in other place and in other country we can play with that. I mean, it's a good idea. We'll start doing that property.
Yeah. Considering the location, it of course is going to be different than Pilata, and I don't know about businesses being involved, but this is something that we're gonna work on next. And
I don't know if Jan talked to you, but he came like 2 weeks ago, and he told me that like I just telling you that he wants to talk with you because he doesn't know that San Juanillo, well, you guys have like a partnership between you and Daniel for this property, but he wants to like offer you like a, I don't know, kind of idea for, he wants to do something like this in Yellow House. You guys are neighbors. So just to
yeah,
let you know.
I remember that. Yeah, I haven't connected with him. But I wonder what's on the other side of the lot. Because when we were there with Esteban, which was a nice day. Yeah, we got to see our
Yeah.
lot. There was somebody, by the way, Fidel, somebody lives in that structure. There's a structure on the lot, and
On your
somebody
lot?
was in. Yeah,
Right now?
yeah. But
Are
like,
you still living there?
I don't know if they live there or somebody was just spending the night there. It was just weird. Esteban, remember you like knocked on the door?
Come on, why didn't tell me this? This is really important to know. We need to kick off him now.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't come up. So I was wondering what's
Because
on
at the end, if we don't do it, he can have some rights of the property, and it's going to be a problem for us.
It didn't feel like somebody lived there. Maybe somebody was spending the night there, but I think when Esteban knocked on it, she either got scared or I don't really know, but we can talk about it when Daniel's back.
I need to go there to be sure what's going on there, because we don't want to have problems. And I know that this your property, but here in Costa Rica, when you want to kick off some people from some property, is
no, it's like New York.
Difficult. Yeah, really?
Yeah, New York, you can stay for like 6 months rent free.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's
here in Costa Rica is
yeah,
not that way, but it's similar. If you want to kick out some
yeah,
people,
I'm wondering.
Yeah,
I'm wondering what's on the other side of the lot, because when we were there with Esteban and saw the person, everything was cleared and there were structures there, but I think there were older structures. I'm just wondering what's happening in that area.
Yeah, well,
I think last time you checked, you saw that it wasn't sold, right? I think last time we asked, to check, you said that it wasn't for sale or it wasn't recently sold. So I'm wondering what's happening there.
But I think it's most important what's going on with this guy. He's living there.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of
whoever
cases,
it was, they didn't come out. Yeah.
Mm. You know, if your property is clean,
Clean, like
there's no like a jungle.
so it's not cleaned, but it's not super terrible. I think Esteban spoke to people same day, and he was able to find somebody who would do it pretty
Okay.
fast, pretty cheap.
I'm going to recommend you two things. I don't know
Mm.
if the fence of the property is in good standing.
Doesn't look like
Nope.
it. I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to give you some advice. One, we need to clean that property. Two, we need to make a new fence of the property, around the property. This is really important to us.
Okay.
If you guys want, I can find some people, number one, to clean the property, and number two, to make the new fence of the property.
Okay,
That's
something
great.
to consider. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you what's happening here in Costa Rica when someone finds a property who looks like is
Abandoned? Yeah.
yeah.
Like nobody
They're
lives there.
going to
Mm.
clean the property. They are going to build some ranch there. They are going to live there, and at the end, they are going to request to the court to be the owners of the property. But we
Okay,
don't want to do that.
we don't want that to happen.
So,
No.
so please, just give me green light to find some people to clean the property and to make the fence again.
Okay,
Or-
I think
or to
Esteban
fix
had a connection. Let's wait for Daniel to come back before we make that
Okay.
decision. But I hear you. We need to clean it. We need to have a fence
Yeah.
and to figure out this tenant situation.
Yeah. Tenant, come on.
Yeah,
Paying rent?
hello,
Dígame.
hello.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, we can hear
yeah.
you. Mhm.
Okay, great. No, I just telling, I can pass you the numbers of the contacts I had of the local people who can clean the property. Maybe you can talk with they or no. Or if you had confidence people, it could be better too. There is no problem.
I don't have any people here in Marbella. Well, I have a couple, but he's like just working around here in Marbella.
Okay, could be worse.
We need
too.
like a people who can go there to San Juanillo. Yeah, so maybe I don't know if you can send me the contact, but just send me, and we are going to wait for Daniel just
He's here.
to know
Yeah.
his opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With the when we come on to the property, sounds like someone stay, I don't know, in the little house, and there is in the place. So we know the door, but nobody comes out, so we don't know
Okay.
what's happening
That's
there.
really important. Yeah, this is the most important thing, because if we have a tenant there, we need to kick out there immediately.
Yeah. It's the most important thing that we are that we need to do now. That's the first thing.
Kick out
after-
him, clean the property, and make the fence
Exactly.
again.
Yeah. For the San Juanillo situation, I think that San Juanillo is going to be like Fidel said. San Juanillo is going to be a hot spot in that area because we all know we have too much development in Nosara, in Pelada, and Samara. San Juanillo is gonna grow, I think, in a couple of years. We are gonna have in that area too much development, too much construction, because in Costa Rica there is no almost there is no empty space to develop. There are the only spaces with lots to be able to develop. So I think in a couple of years, San Juanillo is gonna be a really hot spot.
I agree with Esteban because if if well, if you look the beach, San Juanillo beach is like a particular beach because you have like a two beaches, in the left hand and the right hand. So and like a kind of island. So this is like the principal attraction for people who comes from to San Juanillo. So
Exactly.
it's a really cute, yeah, it's a really cute beach. And actually now there, well, I'm living here in Marbella, but if you wanna look more people watching sunset and spending time on the beach, you need to go there. San Juanillo have more people visiting daily than, for example, Marbella. Actually, for example, Ocional, because the only attraction of Ocional are the turtles.
Yeah.
And if there's no any turtles there, there's no attraction there. But San Juanillo always have people visiting. If you go now, you will find a lot of people at the beach now. So I
In San
think
Juanillo,
I agree with Esteban. It's going to be in a couple of years a really important place to visit here, more than now.
San Juanillo has a really nice beach.
Yes.
The water in
Exactly.
San Juanillo, it's a nice. It's clear. It's blue. You have a really good spot in there, I think.
Actually, I don't know if you guys know, but there's like a new restaurant there.
Ah, okay,
New,
great.
completely, yeah, yes. It's in front of the beach. So that's like a kind of a sign that we need to know that San Juanillo is going to be in the future like a really important place here in North Pacific.
I'm gonna jump in. So I heard most of the conversation. Everything sounds great. And number one, Fidel, if anybody ever wants to collaborate, give them my number. You have my WhatsApp number. And you tell them to communicate with me directly without a lawyer, and we'll talk. So if somebody is interested, if there's a neighbor, if somebody wants to work with us, you give them my number and I'll handle that with them. And yeah, we are still interested to know more about the other lots. We don't have any information about that. And but that's regardless. We have a piece of land. We feel that we know we want to get started on it. We want to put the package together. We want to put the concept together. And all the things that I've heard around why San Juanillo is going to be a wise investment. Everything I heard everyone say, we put that in our marketing when the time comes and we start to talk to people who are going to buy into this with us. Yeah, we'll say those things. We know that that's a place that's emerging and that's a place that we want to build. And we know that we own the land. So we want to take the process that we just did with Pilata and apply it to San Juanillo. So what we're proposing is that like we did with Pilata, Svetlana and we put together like a little drawing to say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what we want to do. And then we gave it to the team, and then the team got to talk about it. Esteban worked his magic. He did his
Right.
thing, blow it up, make it, have the Esteban vibe. And then we follow the same process we were just going to do with Pilata. We put the master plan together. We get the budgets, the construction costs. We put the prototype together, and yeah, we have an idea on how we want to bring in some financial partners. So we're hoping for our next step, Svetlana and I could put a drawing together, and then we'll share it with the team, and then we'll just do the same thing we were doing with Pilata. How does that feel?
Good. We were talking about, I don't know if you heard something that Lana told me that probably there is somebody living there in the property. Oh, no. When you visit the property, you found like somebody's living there.
Yeah, I heard that you guys talked about that, and we're gonna handle that, right? So that's gonna get handled. We have to solve that problem. And then I also heard you want to build a fence, and we're gonna get it cleared, and so I think we'll get into all of that when we build the budgets and the plan. So let's have a plan
Okay.
first, and let like in terms of clearing and cleaning and building fences, like, yeah, those things can be put in our budget, but I don't want to just start acting without a plan. So we need a plan, we need a strategy, we need phases, we need a budget. And when that stuff is in place, then yeah, let's start doing that. And for now,
Okay, but we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do these things, but we need to know if somebody's living there. You know, that's that to do. At the same time that you are telling us, you know, if you guys want, I can go there just to check if there's anybody living there, because if someone is living there, we need to do some legal actions in order to kick out him of the property. Because here in Costa Rica, I don't know if you heard, if he is still living there, it's going to be more difficult to kick out them later.
I think I might know who it is, so I'm gonna reach out to him and I'm gonna ask him if it's him.
Okay.
And
Okay.
because if it is, I don't mind that he's there, but we have to have some kind of agreement.
Okay.
We have to have an agreement
Okay.
in place. So let me see if it's him or not. And if it's not him, then yeah, let's figure out a solution. And if it is him, let's put a contract together that says like, that's not his land. And like we're letting him stay there for now.
Like like a lease contract, you know?
I don't know, something, but let me just reach out. I might know who it is. I'm not sure, but we'll find out shortly.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so my request is that we can put a little drawing together and share it with you guys. And then we'll just kick off the design process like we did last time. We don't have to worry about a purchase sale agreement. We already own the land. And we can just like dig into like the design and putting the package together. And the other piece was the ownership. So last time we proposed that like what the ownership shares would be and how much percentage you would own in the project. So we need to have that conversation for this project. Fidel.
Yeah. Now, San Juanillo property is under an LLC. Okay? That means that we cannot create different kind of shares. Remember that if you want to create different kind of shares, we need to be an S corp, just to let you know.
Yeah. And so, but for you
So
guys,
in this case,
go ahead.
In this case, if you want to create like a shareholders agreement with San Juanillo property, we can transform the company to an S corp.
Right. Is it possible to have multiple company structures involved? Like the LLC can own the S corp.
Yeah, completely, my friend. I mean, yeah, we can create like an S corp. Well, we can create like an S corp who is going to be the owner of the LLC company.
All right, let's give that some time to breathe. And then as we start to put the concept together, we can get into all of that.
I'm just telling you because these things we need to have in mind at the moment that we are going to create.
Yeah, and what I'm also referring to is your ownership. If you're going to be in this project in the San Juanillo lot, what is your ownership in the project? And however we have to do that legally, we can do that. We'll put the legal pieces in place, the legal structure. And so from now until the next meeting, let's all think about that. Svetlana and I will come to the table and we'll propose, hey, this is what here's an idea. And then let's negotiate if we have to negotiate, and then lock that in as early as we can so that nobody does any more work on this until the ownership has been defined.
Good.
Esteban, does that work for you?
Sorry. Yeah, I think that is a great idea. Absolutely agree with all that you are saying.
All right, groovy. I don't have
Yeah.
anything else. Pardon me, what did you say? All right. I don't have anything else right now. Anything anybody want to share before we say goodbye?
Yeah, me.
All right, do it.
Okay, great. I was wondering for the not for San Juanillo maybe, but for other properties, I don't know if it's a legal shape that we can do. For example, we can talk with the owner of the land and propose. I don't know if you have the land and you are doing nothing with this land. We have a proposal for you. I don't know. Let us or give the permission for 1 year to try to develop the land, and may and I don't know with some comprom I don't know how to say it. I don't know, some contract or something like that, in which
Yeah, like
the
a joint venture
owner,
contract.
Joint venture.
Yeah, it's a joint
I love
venture.
that idea.
Exactly.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it could be work. For example, if the owner give us 1 year to develop our idea, in that time, we can try to make a quick master plan, a quick propose for that land, and trying to find the money for the people. It could be an option. I don't know. Just come out of my mind.
Yeah. I like the idea and that's what I think it's very similar to what we were doing with Pilata. And the only change, the only difference is that we talk to them ahead of time and get some kind of contract in place without putting any money down. So
Exactly.
yeah, we can
I don't know.
we can try both. I think we should still try that.
And maybe one person who is owner of the land, there is doing nothing with that. Maybe there is no looking for sale, but if they have the option, I don't know. Could be
You're
an
right.
idea.
Yeah, you're right. And we do have somebody that has been offered a lot of money for his land and he doesn't want the money. He just wants to work with us. So
Exactly.
that might work with the upcoming project. He's working through some health issues right now. And if he gets better, when he gets better, we're going to talk about all
You
that.
mean Carlos?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yeah. yeah.
I
So we'll
was thinking of him. Yeah.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Good idea, Esteban. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Great.
All right.
And
Anything
he has
else?
a really good location. Actually.
Yeah. And he wants to do this. Yeah, he wants to
Yeah.
do the village. So we'll get there. All right. Anything else? Anybody want to share before we say goodbye?
I'm
Thank
ready.
you again for everything.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. Love you.